must know the different strategies to attain financial stability when you already earn enough money to fend for your expenses. In today's video, we will focus on knowing what to do with your money as soon as you receive your monthly salary. Here are the top 8 strategies you can do to your salary to attain financial stability. Number 1. Be responsible with your money. I, therefore, had this job last year that paid pretty well, and based on my calculations, I simply needed to spend 30% of it on everything I wanted, such as shoes, clothes, outings and vacations, and other things, and save the other money. I was so proud that I could not contest the reality that it would be my best year. Well, once I started getting paid, I discovered that I was spending more than I had anticipated. And by the time I started getting paid again, I only had 40% left. I was disappointed. But after giving it some thought, I realized I wasn't actually financially disciplined. You must balance your income, investments, and spending to be financially disciplined. If everything is done correctly, you'll eventually gain a significant financial gain. I know that saving on a limited income is challenging because of unexpected expenses like hospital bills or TV subscriptions will inevitably arise. Paying for things is unquestionably necessary, but you still need to exercise discipline so you don't squander your money on everything you like. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't wear a nice pair of online purchased sneakers if I could afford them. This was a wrong decision because being a spendthrift while you depend on monthly payments is the worst thing you could do to yourself. You should use every effort to avoid debt if you want to be disciplined. I recognize that occasionally we have such a pressing necessity that we must obtain a loan. While it may seem fantastic at the time, regrets often surface later on when planning how to spend your money and remembering a debt you have. Number 2. Establish a budget and begin saving. Did you know that making a great budget just takes 25 days? All you have to do is keep track of each expense you incur this month as you make a note of it. You can arrange your budget after you know precisely how much you must spend each month. You should consider saving money in your budget as well. I create my budget using the 50-30-20 method, which I suggest you give a shot. It means that 50% of income is allocated to necessities, 30% to wants, and 20% is set aside for savings or investments. I've been saving money for so long that I've learned that having money sitting around is terrible. Because of this, I also suggest that you select high-yielding savings accounts. This is because you should take advantage of any opportunities for compounding if you ever hope to become wealthy. You see, the wealthy didn't only become wealthy by hoarding their cash. They also found ways to make their money work for them. I'm referring to high-yield savings accounts. Even though the money in this account grows very slowly, it's still a start. What are you holding out for? Create a budget now and then begin saving. Number 3. Define your monetary objective. Great, I've opened a savings account now. What's next? You say. I hear you. It's time to frame your financial goals. I respond. Simply saving for the sake of saving serves no purpose. You must have objectives for which to keep. You also have to be clear about how much money you will need to reach that goal and the duration it will take for you to save it. It's ideal for dividing your objectives into 3 groups: short, medium, and long term. It's just apparent from the titles. You now have a more comprehensive understanding of your savings account due to this. Make sure you write these goals down by putting a pen to paper or finger to the computer if you're a digital whiz like me. There's no use for this uncertainty when so many of us just have these objectives in mind without any further details. Best advice, be sure to factor inflation into your financial calculations. How disappointing would it be to set a target at the current market price only to find out later that you're actually $1 million behind? Number 4. Purchase the appropriate equipment. I first observed that most of my acquaintances were wealthy from forex trading a few years ago. This made me so envious that I decided to start myself. So as soon as I received my paycheck, I hurried to register a forex trading account. For a period, I had success. My financial situation and that of my friends improved. I began to list all the things I would do once I became a millionaire, which was obviously not too far off. But there was a drop, as there always is in a great tale. All of my money was lost. They too were lost by my buddies. Despite losing my money and some of my sanity, I learned much from this experience. One should only invest in what they are familiar with. I discovered Also, in addition, I was told not to start trading and investing immediately if I've just started making money. Instead, they should maintain debt for their short-term, equity for their long-term, and both for their medium-term aims. This will be the case until people entirely appreciate the ideas of liquidity, returns, and tax duty. This is because equity offers the best long-term returns, while debt just offers you short-term capital security. Now that you understand the concepts discussed above, it would be advisable for you to follow the advice of a professional in this field. Do not follow your friends and relatives just because they appear to be successful in the short term like I did and some of my friends did. Number 5. Maximize tax reductions. It is absolutely amazing how much tax trouble bills may cause. This won't worry you if you're a young earner unless you're already making millions. However, I still urge you to educate yourself on this to increase your awareness. Your tax savings can be maximized in several ways. For instance, you can change your W-4 in the US. You submit this form to your employer to inform them of the tax deductibility of each paycheck. Your 401k account also allows you to save money. This will deposit a set portion of your monthly salary into your account. To pay less tax, the objective is to have less taxable income. You might also fund your FSA, donate to your IRA, or start saving for college or any other higher education. These strategies guarantee that you pay fewer taxes and keep more of your income in your pocket. Number 6. Choose the appropriate insurance. Although insurance's primary function is to protect your risks rather than provide returns, do you actually know that insurance coverage might help you save a significant amount of money? Imagine that you have home insurance and that a fire unhappily breaks out. Your hard-earned money will remain undisturbed because the insurance provider will cover all the costs. The fact that long-term insurance premiums are so low is one benefit of having it. Take your time, that's the key. Almost everything you own, including your house, automobile, or even your own existence, must be insured. Spend some time reading through all the insurance options and select the ones that support your objectives and stand by you when times are tough. Number 7. Start a side business. If you continue working your 9-to-5 job, you may make enough money to consider yourself wealthy. Do what you will. I'm emphasizing both may and eventually. To increase your wealth, you need more than one source of income, is the argument I'm trying to convey. Along with investing and/or trading, you should consider launching a side business. This may be pursuing your interest in painting and selling your artwork or producing and selling ebooks on a subject you're an expert in. The aim is that to have a second source of income that you may use to invest or add to your savings. The most important thing to take away from the world's most successful individuals is that they never put all their eggs in one basket. Find a passion of yours that's monetizable, of course, and make money from it. Number 8. Invest in companies that could be profitable. I have a friend that is very knowledgeable in the business. In fact, I recollect telling him once that I would invest immediately away if he ever started a firm. He called me a few months ago to say that he had founded a firm. And you can bet your bottom dollar that I invested, turning me into a silent partner. One of my better choices to date was this one. Now that I've known him for so long, observed his business decisions, and listened to his financial counsel, I know that I could blindly trust his business acumen. He is an expert in the subject at hand, so even while I'm telling you to put your money into a profitable company, I'm also cautioning you to conduct your research, invest in it, and watch your bank account increase when you learn about a wildly successful company. Once you have mastered the discipline of managing your money, sit down and carefully go over all the different methods you might earn money on top of your 9-to-5 job. The key to financial wealth is having several sources of income and exercising restraint while making purchases. More essential, ensure you have objectives that you will work toward, ranging in your complexity. Since you must be able to enjoy your hard-earned money, there's no purpose in simply multiplying money to have it. And that is it for today's video. We hope that you find this video helpful, and please do like, share, and subscribe for more upcoming videos. Goodbye for now.